Oh, let me turn the
Hey,
speaker on. Oh, my
all
fault.
right.
Oh, I got it, made it big, and now I'm over here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can make me a little bigger. Hold on a minute. Oh, brother. What side am I supposed to be on? Yeah, I think I'm on this side.
I don't know. We're all mixed up. All right, good to see you. Looks like I
Well, I still can't see us on Facebook though.
really. Yeah, just
Yep.
keep refreshing your feed there. See if it comes
I
through.
I'm refreshing it so much I think it's getting excited. Where's the button? Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
Shut up!
There you
There
go.
you go.
There you go. All right. So, thanks for being on with us today, folks. As we're kind of figuring this out, we're running through Zoom. Again, this is it's a little bit like Skype, except for this one it seems to be a little bit easier to manage as long as I have the main speaker on, so you can actually hear Keith. So far things are working okay. Yeah. Okay. So I have to run the sound and do all Keith's job here too. Keith has his hands filled just by I don't know what he's doing, but oh no, here we go.
I'm wording up. Hey, it's nighttime.
Nighttime show, right, brother Keith?
Yeah, where's our celebration? Yeah, cheers, brother.
Yeah. Cheers. All right. So
Yeah. There we go. Wording off the Corona with Corona, and we are doing this, Joel, because we are practicing social
social distancing.
distancing. Right,
Is that
right.
what that's called? Yeah. Okay. So
social distancing.
So what we'd like to have everybody do tonight is get your fingers typing here. Let us know, what you think. What do you think about what's going on? I know we started off kind of lighthearted here and all that stuff, but this is turned into quite a serious situation. I just looked up the stats, and over 200,000. See if I can bring that up again. Over 200,000 cases globally right now, and that's of the 18th. That's today. And of course, there's a huge, economic downturn. Stocks and so forth. So what are you doing? Let's just talk, type some things out, and we'll do a little bit of discussion as we can. And what do you got, Keith?
I know what you're not doing. You're not going out to a restaurant. You're not going out to a bar. You're not going to. I went through Taco Bell drive-through.
Now, Keith, was that restaurant open at all, or is it just drive-through?
Not just the drive-through. I thought maybe you'd be able to run in, get your stuff, come out, but you have to do the drive-through. So I'm thinking there's a little bagel shop down the road that is in a strip mall, and it's a guy that owns it, and I'm wondering if they're going to be allowed let him open to run and get your bagels. You might not be able to do that. So, and I feel bad for the small guy because a couple of weeks is going to.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the small guy, Keith, how's your business doing?
Well, my business is never doing well, so I never know whether. But actually, I had two people in today. Somebody new called me and asked if I was in. I had three people in yesterday, so I don't know what what the law is for small business.
Like a one-person business, right?
Right. It's not like I ever have a group of people in here anyway. Even when I'm busy, I have one other, I have a customer. So, but it's quiet. The bicycle shop next door is quiet. I was just talking to the guy that owns the tile place, and all his appointments are canceled, or his installations and all that kind of stuff. People don't want other people in their house, which I can understand.
Yeah, and I guess if it's not an emergency situation. I guess an emergency situation might be having your the plumbing,
right?
A major plumbing issue, a major electrical issue, but anything that's maybe a little bit more cosmetic, I'm assuming people are just kind of holding off on that for now. Does anybody else out there have I'm going to try to get my comments going again. Sorry.
I am still not on, Joel.
Keith,
I'm serious. I
hear you. Keith doesn't know we're actually doing a show. But I had my comments up here. Let me just do a refresh here. I think sometimes it locks up and all the comments don't come up the way we would like for them to come up. All right. So.
Well, anyway.
There we go.
Good evening.
Nice.
I think the problem is we're doing it at night. I would have thought the problem was doing it in the morning because I'm not a morning person, but it turns out I'm not an evening person either.
Hey, let us know. Can you hear Keith okay now? Larry, good to see you. Larry Smalley, is that right? Smalley?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And Heather? Yep. Jim, good to see you. Brad. So here's a question for you. Maybe you guys can chime in. Are we doing enough as a country right now? Or have we caught up to where we need to be?
Good question.
Or are we testing, like, has anybody listening been tested? You know, you don't have to let us know what the results are, all that stuff, but has anybody been tested? I did see a post today. It was kind of a post of somebody else's post and so forth, but you know, it was this person saying that it has now hit home because one of their cousins had passed away, who was isolating herself, but she passed away in isolation. So, you know, those things obviously are happening all over. Just curious as to, you know, how it's hit people, and you know, what are you doing? Anything you guys are doing to, you know, just, I don't know, keep yourself busy maybe. You know, I know the four of us are home. 2 teachers and 2 students are home.
2 teachers, goodness sakes.
Yeah, and Stephanie and I have been, you know, trying to keep up with what we're supposed to do, and that might sound kind of silly, but that changes almost hour to hour. What are the teachers supposed to do? What are the expectations of the students? The work that is posted, are they required to do it? Are they going to be assessed on it? No, they're not going to be assessed. This is just going to be a review. On and on and on. Mainly because the national education, or the Department of Education, the Pennsylvania Department of Education, and so forth, all those different levels, they're not really sure what for us to expect, and so we're just kind of, you know, fumbling around a little bit, only because it's unprecedented on many levels here. All right, thanks, Jim. You can hear the both of us. What else we have over here? So just let's see.
You know what I did, Joe? I just went to Smack and Jack.
Oh, and is it there?
Yeah, the Facebook, and now I can see we're next to each other.
Good.
You are on the right. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a yellow ring around mine. Do you have a yellow ring around yours?
I have a yellow ring around yours.
Huh? Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Well, because you're the guest, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's see. Brad just put in, apparently Maryland is still having trouble getting test kits. Yeah, I think that's an issue. You know, I saw, again, this is all, and when I say posts, I mean pretty much Facebook posts. So I don't know if they're actually true or not, but I'm just going, you know, that's the media for me right now. That a person in China, a billionaire in China, sent over, what, 5,000 test kits or something like that.
That's not a whole lot. Would you say he was a billionaire?
Yeah, I know. He's going on the cheap.
Trying to keep things light. I just found myself found the show on the phone. So I'm going to go back and I can't see comments or anything, but I can see the show. So.
Okay, Larry's saying there will be more homicides in Chester than COVID-19 deaths in Delaware County in 2020.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely
something else to think about. There we go. Hit this thing.
Bob and Sue are waiting for me at church.
There we go. All right. Boy,
oh, Jim, I truly hope that is a joke. I truly hope that's a joke. Yay, Keith, you joined. I see that you just joined. Yeah. Gail, good to see you on here.
Thanks.
I see Chris on here, Chris Brock-Lenny, Max, Marie, yay. All right, so what else you got for us? Here's a question for you, Keith.
Yes.
Now, we've talked about this a little bit too. Excuse me. I have to be honest here. I have a little let's see, sore feelings. Get rid of my phone here. Sore feelings, maybe just a tiny bit, and tell me if I'm wrong. To not China as a whole, but I do have a little feeling towards maybe I don't know, maybe that little sector of wherever that they're saying that this particular virus came from. I know people are saying
Wuhan,
it's just,
isn't it the Wuhan?
yeah, Wuhan, right? And I know people are saying, well, it's a virus and viruses happen. Well, I've seen a number of different videos going through that particular area where they had dead dogs stacked on top of dead dogs, and they were cooking them with a flame, a torch. I've seen, they show the squirrels that are charred in their what do they call that with the little post going through the thing?
Kebabs, squirrel kebabs.
Squirrel kebab type things, and I saw in the 60 Minutes where they have so many animals in cages stacked on top of each other, animals that never ever should cross each other's paths in nature, period.
Right.
And the chance for these different disease and viruses, whatever, to kind of cross and then mutate, and sooner or later, obviously, it was going to get to the humans, and it did. So, tell me, let me know out there, and let me just see here. What
Deb's watching? Hey, Deb from Wisconsin, what's going on?
am I wrong in feeling that? How do we feel out there, folks? I think I feel that this could have been prevented.
Well, I agree with you, Joel. However, and I'm not a politician or a whatever, educated or anything in geography and all that, but China is a third world country, I believe, and it's not a free country. The whole world now is trading. We were complaining about a couple of years ago with the stink bug that I think came from Asia, in a basket of fruit or something like that. There's just no way to contain contagions anymore, whether it be bugs, insect infestation, the virus, or anything like that. And until we all become, unfortunately, being a developed country is expensive. And some of these countries, maybe because of the government, or just maybe because there's too many people and there's no money, these countries cannot become developed. We have an EPA, which we have the current administration, I think, is trying to get rid of it, but other countries don't have an EPA. They can't afford to have an EPA.
Right.
They can't afford to have all that smog, all that kind of regulations. And that's what we're dealing with. We're buying from these countries in order to get stuff as cheap as we possibly can. The only way we can get those people can produce stuff cheaply is because they don't have to go through.
Yeah, we saw that.
We do. So it's
kind of that issue, back. Remember that a few years ago, that the whole lead poisoning issue.
mm-hmm.
From those toys from China and all that stuff.
Right.
And,
oh yes.
Kind of like that same issue, right? And that CEO ended up, hanging himself, I think, unfortunately. But those types of things happen. But anyway, I have seen again postings where it's becoming personal because the issue of blaming all Chinese people, and which I'm certainly not advocating or promoting that at all, but I have, I just have a little bit of feeling that, that particular group right there in that area. Now, the other thing I was catching up on is that there's apparently a testing lab right next to that area where the food, that open market, where they were testing biological testing. So, somebody says quite possible that something got out of that lab and ended up in that market. Yeah. So that's all. That's, do your research on that. That could be fiction. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, what we got over here? Hey, Michelle, good to see you.
Larry,
Thanks for jumping on. Hey, George.
It's, Corona. Get a Corona by banned. And I just want to point out, I normally don't drink Corona because I forgot how not good it is. That's where the virus is coming. It's not Chinese after all. It's South American.
It's not so bad. It's just the wrong time of the year for that, Keith. Okay, so see, Brad's chiming in here. Flu and viruses have been around since the beginning of time. Hard to blame any one people is not right, in my opinion. I agree. It's just in my opinion,
people
yeah,
blame the don't sound like hippie, but the establishment and the governments more than the actual people. I mean, people have to eat, and so. Okay. But it's 2020. It's not 1220. So.
Hey Tony, good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping on here. Let us know what you think. What are you guys doing? What are you doing with your kids at home? What are you doing to keep yourself busy? All right, so let's move on to what else we got here, Keith?
I don't know because I don't have notes.
Yeah, I know. All right, so have we been doing enough here in the States to help out the situation?
Yes.
I know that you were saying that the bars are closed down. I think the old state's closed. Like I drove by tonight, and the old state is closed. Supermarkets staying open. I think that's a good thing. I saw today that Giants having a 7 in the morning, 6 to 7 in the morning is for how did they put it? I don't want to say the aged, but it's for retired shoppers, we'll say. From 6 at Giant, yeah. I have to choose my words carefully. But from 6 to 7, you have to be of a certain age to get into the Giant. And then after that, now of course, I'm not going to stop anybody from getting into the Giant, but I would assume if you are a son or daughter of one of those older folks to help and assist as you're going in, you'd certainly be allowed to go in and help those folks shop. But anyway,
I think that's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea because the elderly are the most prone. The elderly and the sick. The sick aren't going to be going out to supermarkets, but I think it's a good idea to let them have their run of it. I went to the supermarket yesterday about 3 o'clock to get some ice cream, and it wasn't mobbed, but 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. There's a lot of people, and I'm thinking it's like, well, that's the only place anybody can go. So come on, grab the kids, let's go shopping. We'll buy a couple of things, and it's a day out, an evening out.
But more importantly, did they have ice cream? And did they have the flavor you wanted?
Well, yes, they did. They had peanut butter swirl, Turkey Hill, made locally here in Pennsylvania.
All right, nice.
It's disgustingly delicious, I might add.
All right, he's got his drum set out. Nice.
Oh yeah.
My rim shot's better. Okay, so Deb, good to see. I'm working from home, but manufacturing part of the business is still working until they shut us down. Yeah, okay. And you also said you're doing a lot of laundry and cooking, right? Not used to having kids around. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit different, huh? Yeah. Adam, good to see Adam. Riding my bike, washing my car, and cleaning out my garage. Adam, did I see that you were still open with your shop the other day, and you sold a bunch of bikes? Was that you? I'm sorry. Is there men's night tomorrow? I feel like... easy, Joel. You're be there. Yes. Yeah,
Larry,
I know.
I think we're not going to have a men's night. Larry was asking about our Italian men's night on Thursdays. Luckily, Larry's watching tonight. He might not have known there is a virus going around. Earlier, you did to say something. I was reading this. Larry said something. Where the heck did it go? Well, if I find it, I'll.
Oh, good. You're still open, Adam? Good.
There's no department. Delaware County has no.
Health department. Department of Health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that kind of strange.
Yeah. So
the number of people that live here. All right. So what else, folks? So we don't know how long we're going to be out of school. Quite frankly, shortened hours. I see. Yeah, good. we don't know how long our original outing of school was for about 2 weeks. We suspect that we're going to be out of school for probably longer than that. I don't. And am I concerned? Whoops. No. I just hit that button by accident, picking up my phone.
You just run in and hit that.
I picked up my phone and hit that button to sing out of the. But I wanted to see what the how where that would take us. So we've been off the 16th, 17th, and 18th. So we're going to be out until at least the 27th. That's 2 full weeks. If we went back to school on the 30th, which is probably doubtful, we would have 1 week of school and then we'd have spring break. Crazy. But I know that would probably be adjusted. And then how it's going to work out from there, I don't know. It's just crazy. So see, there's the 180-day ordeal, or the minimum for students to be in school.
Right.
And typically we can make up those days. Let's say if we had a whole lot of snow days like we did 5-6 years ago, we were out of school for a long time. But we were able to make up those days. Now some districts who they were going to July. So the government said, June 30th or whatever that date was, you're done. No more school. So they were forgiven a few of those days. So we'll see what happens this year. I know we're obviously going to be responsible to make up a number of those days, but beyond that, I'm not sure what all the technicalities and so forth are. So over here, Larry played golf today at Penn Oaks.
Ah, great. Was that a walk-in? I think Myron's golf club the golf course was closed, and I had a customer who works at a golf course, and they said that they're letting people come in, but there's nobody there. So, hey, Joey's watching. Joey, he must have turned off the Masked Singer to watch us. Thanks for thanks for flicking us over the Masked Singer.
That's right. We do have entertainment value higher than something on that TV, right? Deb, Amazon Spring Break, and she's yeah.
Okay.
And they're doing online classes for the rest of the semester. Yeah, that's what Westchester University down here is doing. Mm-hmm. Like they went on spring break and told them not to come back. Thomas, good to see you. Now,
Thomas, are you working with a new law firm, I believe, in Wilmington? Are you working there or at home?
Yeah, did they let you come in?
Yeah.
Now the other thing was the state parks around here were closed. So our Ridley Creek State Park, where all the hiking trails are and so forth, that is technically closed. But riding my motorcycle there tonight, I did go out for a ride tonight. I drove by, and there's a whole lot of people there parked on the outside parking lot, and then walking through the trail. So I guess the park itself is closed, but you really can't keep people from coming in. So, and I was disappointed. Go ahead.
Was the gate up? Could you ride your motorcycle through the park?
No, I did not ride through the park. You know where that bridge is, where that walking path is, kind of up going towards Pancrest area?
Yeah. Okay.
So all the parking's on the outside there,
right?
The gate. So, and I saw a lot of people walking in, but I think the actual main gates and so forth are closed.
Okay.
So I don't know what they'll go walk. Oh, here we go. Walking at Ridley Park or Swarthmore College. Great time in the garden, working from home. Joanne, good to see you. Is Ridley actually open? We were just talking about that. Let us know. Is it actually open, or is it just that you can get in to walk, even though it's actually closed? Because I saw at Rose Tree Park, Rose Tree Park, Heath, where the amphitheater and all that stuff is actually closed now too.
Yeah, now Joanne just says they reopened Ridley Trails.
Oh, okay. Okay, well that's actually excellent to know, because that is definitely something we can do when it's nice out.
Yeah, right. Get out and walk around.
Yeah, just keep
nice the next couple of days.
6 feet distance between you and the hiker in front of you, right?
Right. 6 feet.
It always gets awkward anyway when you're hiking in a trail. You're like, there's nobody within miles except for the 2 people in front of you, and they're like 3 feet from you or behind you. You're like, all right. The path is open, but rest. Oh, okay. So all the facilities are closed. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now I lost our. Oh boy, I tell you.
All right. What else, folks? What else we doing? Yeah, fortunately, it is decent weather. Fortunately, we've had the time change so that it's staying a little bit lighter. I know Caroline's been out running around doing her lacrosse. Stephanie's been out quite a bit too. Sophia, yeah, she's been out doing some running around, probably more than I was expecting, but I guess you can only hang out in your bedroom for so long and be on your phone.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, good to see you. Thanks for jumping on. Hey, Dennis, how are those lawnmowers working? Have you gotten either one? I forgot to tell you something about one of them. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Kara, my employer's going strong, working overtime this weekend. Wow. Okay, good for you. Good for you. Now, is that overtime because other people are not working, or is that just kind of overtime that you'd be getting anyway? It was, yeah, Joanne, I bet it was quiet on the back trails there. Yeah, thanks for all the loves and the likes and all that stuff. Let us know if we should do more evening shows. It would be hopefully at some point Keith and I will be back in the actual studios there, so it won't be quite remote like this. But
right.
Let us know if you like the evening show.
I feel I don't have anything to do with my hands. My my controls are over at your house. So
is that what you're feeling?
I lost the feed on my phone, Joel.
You lost the feed? What?
I just doesn't matter. I have it on my tablet here, but over time because people are staying home.
Very good. Well, that's a good reason. That's a good reason. What? I really don't know. Very good, Adam. You could frame something, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some of that tomorrow.
Kara and Deb up there in Wisconsin, how are things up there? I didn't actually take a look at the map to see. I knew Wisconsin had maybe one case up there. See if I can find that map. Used to have a map. Here it is, U.S. I'll find out for you right now how it's going up there. Where'd it go? You can't see my screen, can you, Keith?
See what?
You can't see my screen, can you?
No, I can't.
You just still see me, right?
Yeah, I can see you in the comments. Yes.
Yeah. You know what? They took the map down. Sorry. Just come back here. Oh, good, Jim. You like the evening one, huh? Good. Hey, Joe. Good to see you on here. All right. What else, folks? What else? We don't want to. Although it is just kind of fun hanging out and kind of shooting a breeze to see what everybody's doing. I
gotta say, I don't know if anybody can tell, but I've got 4 days of growth on my face here.
Well, you know, go ahead.
Before you make fun of me there, Brother Joel, I think it's going to be my Corona beer. I'm going to, we closed the Wine and Spirits is where I do my nighttime part-time work, and they closed Monday evening at 9 o'clock. So we're not going to be open for the foreseeable future. I guess it's, depends on what everybody else is doing. But I think I'm not going to shave until it either gets really warm or we go back to everybody comes out of the cocoon and all that kind of stuff. So if you come in to get something framed, it's not a homeless person, although sometimes people have... never mind, that's a different topic for different...
Go ahead. You tell us.
So that's what I'm going to do. We'll have to check next week to see if I'm keeping up with the beard thing. I do. Some people look distinguished or handsome, or it seems like whenever I grow a beard, I just feel like I live on the streets. So
you just feel like you have Velcro stuck to you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, when I sat down tonight and you came on, I was like, "Oh, you haven't shaved either."
No, it's been. I think it was either Sunday morning or Saturday morning I shaved, but not since then. So.
Yeah, I've been able to do the every other day thing for the last few days. So.
Normally, yes, yeah. Agrees report. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Yep. Can't see anything. Thank you very much. Wah.
So, Deb, yeah, you're saying there's a few cases in Plymouth. Yeah, so that's not too far. I think we have. I can't remember how many cases we have here in Delaware County. As far as I know, they're not super close. Now, super close, I mean like within 5 miles. I could be wrong, but not that
I
that's.
thought we had one in Goshen, which is where I am, East Goshen. I thought there was one presumptive positive, is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything since I heard it at the wine store.
See Adam. Sorry, Keith. See Adam. Good.
I lost my train of thought. Well,
I'm sorry.
I think we have one out here. Something else I wanted to bring up. My friend Barbara told me that Pennsylvania is the second oldest state in the country as far as population. Has the most elderly, second to Florida. And I guess that's something to think about when you're visiting parents and older friends and things like that.
Yeah, how are you folks handling that? I mean, we are looking out for the elderly and so forth. How are we doing that? How's anybody going about doing that? Are you going into houses? Are you going into homes? Are you maybe dropping food off and just maybe just dropping it at the door? What's your thought on that? And I do see, as we're waiting for those answers, I see that, yes, Jim's reminding us that Father Ernie had drive-through communion today at church, Christ Church, today and
nice.
Sunday. So, yeah, so in the back parking lot there, he set up a drive-through communion where you can just pull up.
Stop by, Adam.
You can just pull up and or walk up and get your communion. We'll be doing that on Sunday too. So, yeah, and I forgot to mention all that. We had our first live stream service on Sunday, this past Sunday. So the bishop had instructed that we don't have a congregation to live stream instead. So we have to have about 10 people or so, which meant the choir was there and some altar servers. So we did our first live stream, and that went pretty well. I think for the first time that went over well. We're going to make some tweaks this week. Maybe either go to YouTube, maybe change up some of our equipment, but we pretty much have the foundation for a nice streaming, and we'll probably continue doing that going forward for all the shut-ins who are unable to get to church, whether they're ill or just can't get out of the house, or if you're on vacation,
Is this a Smack and Jack production by any chance, or is this strictly Christ Church Media production?
It was, let's see, co-funded by the Smack and Jack Association for
Homeward Bound people.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
But no, it worked out really nice there. Okay, so Brad, no known cases in Kent County yet. That's good. Now, was there a case in Chestertown? Is that not Kent County?
That is Kent County. So no, he says one on the Eastern Shore so far.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Barbara, second oldest population, second to Florida. Yeah. Visit Mom Daily. Yeah. Good for you, Jim. Only heard of one case on the Eastern Shore so far. Yeah. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. Thanks for your note today, Kevin. By the way, I have to get back to you. We'll talk about that. Just kind of beefing up our live stream at church and so forth. But okay, yeah. So I guess we were talking about how to take care of the elderly, but not actually. I don't know. I don't know. Jim, I see Mom every day. And I'm assuming obviously you're going into the house and all that stuff, but those who are neighbors and so forth, are you actually going into houses? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, there's a new service that's come up lately. I forget what they call it, but you order your food online, and then you go to the supermarket and they bring it out to you.
Yeah.
Right. Doing that starting tomorrow or next time she goes out shopping. So how many people are doing that? I see it's popular if you got a bunch of kids and you're busy and all that, but it's also good that you don't have to go into, like I said, the supermarkets. I stopped into Wegmans this evening to get the beer, and they were pretty crowded and it's hard to keep separation when you're in the supermarket.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Brad says that, yes, the Chestertown, he just had the flu. I remember Lynn saying something about that. He was, a kid was sick, and
he just had the flu. Man, that's good. What a relief, I'm sure, for that student and the 50 other students that hang out with him or her or him, obviously. Okay, what else you got, Keith?
Well, I can't come up with anything more. How long do you want to run this thing, Joe?
All right. Well, I guess we'll kind of end it there. We'll touch base. I don't know. We'll probably maybe do something like this on Saturday morning too, Keith.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Do another. In an abundance of caution, we'll keep ourselves separated, I suppose, and do a stream from remote locations.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure.
Maybe I'll pick a
Saturday, because I would like to do something a 9:15 show just to see what how everybody's doing. So
sorry, Brad, you said no jokes tonight. Sorry.
Where's the joke book?
Did you play that? I didn't hear it.
This?
Yeah, there we go. I heard it that time. I didn't hear it the first time.
Okay.
That was weird. Okay. Yeah, so we're using Zoom for this little conference here. We probably could use Skype. Skype seemed to be a little bit more intricate as far as setting up with our broadcasting software here.
Okay.
So that we could go live on Facebook. So once you kind of start intertwining all those different programs, it makes things a little bit more. Well, I have to figure them out. We'll just say that, right? But so, good. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for being on. All right. So, Keith, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
I think it went pretty well. Of course, again, unscripted. And next time we do it, we'll have Saturday. If we do it like this, we'll have our jokes. We'll have our day in history. We'll have a couple of. Maybe we'll do a blank slate thing. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. We'll do a normal show.
Joe, am I looking in the right direction?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds good.
You think that works okay? How about if we do this
cool.
On Saturday? See what happens. It's such a long delay between the...
And we thought the Brady Bunch had it easy. They had to know where to look up and down, to the side.
Right. Yeah, right in the square thing. That's right.
They had to get that choreographed and everything. All right. Anyway, let's get off the air here, Keith. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much for stopping by. Remember, you deserve a thought of your own.
So be in touch to learn, laugh, and live. We'll see you on Saturday morning. All right. See ya. Let's get into our... hold on there, Keith. Let me get out of here. I got it. There we go. All right. See ya.
Swipe down, spin up your hands. Jack up your heels, you got to swipe.